going to be talking about tricking assholes.
Like,
No, seriously. So that's like a common debate these days. If a girl was tricking the guy and yada yada yada. I mean, it ain't tricking if you got it, but some people might
What
feel
you asking
otherwise.
for?
The wrong is what you asking for.
What's your definition of tricking?
You asking me?
Anybody? I don't know.
I feel like a tricking is like there's some females out here that tricks like. They know that's what they're doing. That's their goal to get niggas, to do whatever they want them to do. Like, but if you're in a relationship,
Do you
so
consider
tricking
that
is this for that? No.
So, all right, so let me say
some
this.
females just want what they want and they not giving up nothing. Like it's just them taking.
So, I don't know if y'all know Jazmine Sullivan's or heard of Jazmine Sullivan's Hotels, which is her latest album, and she has different women speaking from experience of like their different relationships and everything. So, this older woman, she sounds older. I'm not sure how old she is, but she basically said that she said, I'm gonna just read a little bit from what she said. Women think, oh no, I don't trick, I don't hoe, I don't do none of that. She said every time you sleep with, even if married, you have tricked. She said, and you're married.
I'm sleeping with somebody.
Yeah. So basically, what she's saying is, I don't want to read every word because she literally was cussing every other word. But basically, what she was saying was, in your marriage, in your relationship, and when you're single, you're having sex with the man for a reason. I guess whether it's for, I don't know. She didn't really go into detail, but she said if you effed a man, you've tricked. Whether the relationship is marriage, single, or that's your boyfriend. So how do y'all feel about that?
If she want to word it like that, because I mean, like, but in a relationship, that's what you want to do. Like, you want to buy each other stuff. You want to do this for the person. You want to do that for the person. But I don't. No, that's not tricking. Like, because you know what tricking is. Like, females or a guy, they know they're tricking. Like, they know they just doing this because they want this.
Right.
Like, so I guess that's like the fine line of like, I guess how you go about it and knowing what you want to do.
When I think of tricking, I think of like, so if we're talking about women, I think of women like going after dudes with money and like, I'm gonna sleep with him because I want this Louis bag, or I'm gonna sleep with him because I want this. Like, that's what I consider tricking. You gonna sleep with anybody to get anything. You don't care, like your rep, nothing. Like that's what I think of when I think of tricking. So her comment, I don't think that's like if you sleep with somebody, like of course you're sleeping with them for a reason. Maybe you like them.
Probably saying like when you in a relationship, like I don't know if this was me, but I'm trying to understand what she's saying. You expect stuff from your significant other. But like not tricking. It's not tricking though.
So tricking in the urban dictionary, it says a hooker or prostitute who does sexual pleasures for one, mainly used in the South. I don't know. I guess that's
what they didn't take it. Say the South doing it. I'm thinking she's saying like as a wife, when you want your husband to do something, you're gonna be like, oh, let me go put this on, or let me go, have sexy time with him so that I can get him to do this. That's what I'm thinking she's saying. I don't know.
Yeah. She gonna have to better explain it.
Yeah. But yeah, she did say that. So I'm reading on what she says, girl, she said, you have sex because you know your husband is going to give you what the F you want the next day. Girl, I got to give him some so I can get that. She said, no, you effing, you hoeing, you tricking. So that's basically what she was saying, what Courtney just said. So I don't consider it hoeing because I feel like a hoe is a woman who has sex with multiple people, unless he's bipolar. then I guess you could say that you tricking. You having sex with different men. I don't know, but I don't consider it tricking or hoeing. I just feel like that's what you do in your relationship. You're going to have sexual intercourse with your husband or your boyfriend or somebody that you're dating. What was that?
You saw that? It was a fly. Where the fuck was this coming from?
That's a fly.
Yeah, like you were saying, like you're in a relationship. This is what I guess expected.
Right.
But like I said, like people that's gonna trick, they know that they tricking. Like that's what they're going.
Yeah, like the definition said, prostitute.
Right.
Like I feel like that's trick. Like you're literally tricking. I don't know. I don't consider. I wear proudly. I'm a trick in the hoe in my relationship.
So do men trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hoes.
Yeah.
They big time hoes.
Yeah,
I feel like they do.
Niggas be tricking.
Yeah, they be tricking. Especially the ones that don't have anything. I feel like they go for those women who have everything. They have everything to lose. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they be out here tricking. Be careful.
So I guess y'all saying men can trick. So I think that goes into play with how do y'all feel about gender roles in relationships? Like, do you feel like we should traditionally hold on to the roles like the woman cook, clean, the man goes out, work, don't really help? I don't want to say don't really help with the kids, but I think traditionally back in the day they didn't. Like, do you guys do traditional gender roles in your relationship?
Naturally I do, but we don't gotta stick to that. Nigga, cook this meal. Like,
Are you a pimp?
I was scared of her. I was about to go.
Yeah, like what you want? You want fried cereal? What you want?
Fried cereal. I know where you got that from. A trick site.
Monty is stupid. Hey, are y'all doing traditional gender roles in your relationship?
Yeah, we do. Like Monty said, I think it's just natural, like we do. But I mean, we still like balance out. Like sometimes he'll cook, sometimes his cleaning not really cleaning. Like I'll come home, he'll be like, I clean. I'll be like, what you clean? But all right, like you try, like I give you your props. So I think like we equally do the same amount, but traditionally, I think I do more of the cleaning, the cooking, and all of that.
But honestly, what are the gender roles? I know like the cooking and cleaning and the taking out the trash, the little basics, but I feel like financially, if you can pay something, just pay for it. Not like going out, but I'm saying as far as bills and stuff.
That's the gender roles, because back in the day, I think the men paid for everything. Like the women didn't work. Like they basically stayed home, cooked, clean, took care of the kids. So they really was relying on men for money. Like, they would give them allowance, out of
there. Yeah, no, I can't operate like that. I need my own money. I need to be able to get up and go when I want to get up and go. Mm-hmm. And so no, I don't think we have gender roles in here. We just take care of what we need to take care of. Like, yeah, he actually does more cooking than I do. Cleaning, I think we do half and half. Like I told him, just take care of the kitchen because I hate washing dishes. My mom traumatized me with the dishes.
Oh my goodness.
I hate doing dishes. Like, of course, he takes out the trash. I'll clean the rest of the house. Like, I feel like I'm more, I feel like I clean better, if that makes sense. Like, I make sure that the corner is clean. I don't just put everything to the side and just say that this area is clean. Now, this, like, I just clean everything. So I feel like that's different. Gender roles, I don't know. And that was never like a discussion between us. So I can't really say, like I said, what are gender roles? I mean, I understand I'm not a stay-at-home mom. So no, with that, I do pay bills. So no with that. So I guess you could just say no. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but I would still want my own money. So I can't relate to the allowance and all of that. That's just, it would be nice to get extra money, but that's all I would want it to be is extra.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just basically whatever works for your household. Works. What don't work for you might work for someone else. What works for them might not work for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to figure that out and come to terms with that.
Yeah, because you have some men who don't want their woman working, don't want them to lift a finger, just want them to have the babies and just stay home, take care of the babies, and then I'll take care of the rest, which is fine. Like, I wouldn't mind that lifestyle, but then you have those women who take care of the household. The guy does have a job, but he's not the breadwinner. So I feel like with that, like you said, it depends on the family, it depends on the person, it depends on the relationship. So
yeah, I think it just has to be looked at as a partnership, as teamwork, and not just one person do this, one person do that. Like, I don't know. And I think you just have to figure out each other's like strengths and weaknesses. Like, if I know you weak in this, then I got it. If I know I'm weak in this, then I know you got it. So I think you just got to figure out who's good in what and who's not, so you know who can take what. So, because it could be a thing too where some people may feel like they're doing everything and the other person is not. So I think it's good to have like those conversations too. When you feel like you're doing everything, you just need help, like, because you think that's what you're supposed to do. Like, no, it's a partnership. We working in this together. Like,
so being as though we're talking about gender roles and everything, how do y'all feel about holding your partner down financially? It could be emotionally, physically, whatever. Just holding them down, period, whatever the situation may be.
Like everybody go through, rough times, rough patches. So I don't think you should, I mean, as long as the significant other is trying, showing up for you, and the only downfall is they're going through this, little rough patch. Definitely be there for them. And sometimes like when somebody is going to get through something, so you just be there to support them. But again, like if they keep going through rough patches, maybe they need to step out of the relationship and probably get themselves together, and then maybe y'all can reunite and pick up where y'all left off. So
yeah. I think, like, I don't know, just thinking of like my own relationship, like if he was to ever like go through a rough patch, like I feel like I would be there and support him, because I just know like that's not him, and I know if it was me, vice versa, like I know he would do the same for me. So I just think like when you got that connection with somebody and you really like love that person, you want to be with them, I think you'll work through anything, because every relationship has problems. Like, no relationship is rainbows every day. Like, so I think people just got to understand that you're not always you're going to go through bad times, and that's what I think, that's what determines a relationship. Like, if y'all can get through those hard times together, like that's what determines like that relationship. Like, I don't know, that's what I think. I would, like, me personally, that happened to me, I would.
Yeah. I've it's been a couple times I had to hold Terry down financially. One time he lost his job. I had to take in all the bills. I had to make sure he was good. And I mean, at this time we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. I could have easily just been like, oh no, he ain't getting money, or he not working. I don't have time for this. But one thing I can say about Terry is he's a hustler. Like, he's going to make sure whatever needs to be done is going to get done. Right. And also, if he lost his job, he was determined, okay, I'm going to get another job. It's going to be better paying, all of that. So I had to hold him down financially, and it was hard, but it felt good doing it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely I have, held Rob down, as we all know. But like you said, Terry's a hustler. Like, Rob is a hustler. Like, I never have to second guess him about, getting to it, handling what he need to handle. Like, that's one thing I know about him. Like, he is going to get shit done. So, like, if he falls short anywhere, like, I'm gonna always be there. Like, and he will do the same for me. So that's why I said, like, knowing that your partner will, that your partner will get through the rough patch is like kind of important.
If anything was to happen as far as your relationship and the gender roles and everything with Rob, how would you handle that?
Personally, I feel like I've been blessed to be put in a space financially where I could do it. And it's been times where I wasn't in this place and he actually, I guess quote unquote held me down when I ain't have anything. So I guess too, and you definitely have to do it in a way where you don't take away their manhood and make them feel like less than. I think in a relationship and marriage, taking it even that far, it's going to be, you're going to have to hold somebody down because it's going to be illness, it's going to be death, it's going to be loss of something. Unforeseen things are going to happen and it's going to test your relationship. As a nurse, I see people holding their significant other down a lot of times. Like when people have strokes, can barely move their one side, walk or whatever, they're wiping their butt, helping them walk and change them. And it's like, when you take that vow for better or for worse, you have to really sit and think, can I do this? Yeah. Because even I think like Nene Leakes was saying how when her husband had cancer, how mean he was. And like, that's also when people lose their function of things or like they're dealing with stuff, they're going to be angry. They're going to be nasty. The people close to them are going to be the punching bag. And it's just like, you're going to have to determine, can you hold them down or is it, too much for you?
Yeah.
And that's crazy that it's like that. Like the person that's close to you, the most supportive person is your punching bag. I've never understood why that is. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it with nurses. Like we're the ones that's in there cleaning them, doing the vitals, doing the meds. The doctors come in, oh, hey, doc, da-da-da-da. But for us, they're going to give us that bucket kiss. They're going to cuss us out. They're going to be nasty. But then when they're on their road to recovery and their discharge, they're like, she was so wonderful. She was patient. She was loving. It's just like, you just have to understand the steps of grieving, the steps of loss of something. So it's like, I always look at it as like, I'm going home at night. These people can't go home to their families. They can't go home to their loved ones. Although it's not right, it happens. Like, I'm not taking it personal. I may get frustrated at it, but I try not to show it, in front of the patient.
So all in all, just don't be holding the wrong nigga down.
So would y'all hold somebody down if they were going to jail for like, say like 30, 40 years?
No.
I'm saying because I've heard of people who have done it maybe like 20, 25 years and like that man expects for her to wait, or she feels like she has to wait for him. Like, no,
like being as though like I personally, experienced that whole thing. Like, it's too stressful.
So what would you tell them? After year 2, I'm calling and saying,
you have a collect call.
Well, see, so all right, so like, well, I don't even want to bring that scenario. So just no.
Yeah. What about you, Courtney and Ashley?
I don't want to bring in the atmosphere, but I pray not, because at this point, 30 to 40 years, we're gonna be old. Like, and it's I don't want to say it's a difference, but I look at the guy Wallow, like when he was talking about how he went in jail at a very young age, and now I want to say he might be 40 or something. So now he still has so much life to live. I don't know if that's a difference from holding it down from that standpoint to now this standpoint is like you're gonna be old.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
So so have y'all ever seen the show For Life?
Yeah, I love
it. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, so he went to
Wait, what is it? I never saw it.
So it's a show. This guy, he went to prison wrongfully for like, I think it was like 12 years. And after a certain amount of years, the wife ended up messing with his best friend because she thought that he wasn't getting out because he was supposed to serve longer years.
Life.
Yeah, he's supposed to, for life. I forgot.
The gag is.
Yeah. She thought he was never getting out, so she started messing with the best friend. But then he ended up getting out because he like proved that he was innocent or whatever. So like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, I feel like she was wrong. I feel like she could have dated anybody.
I'm about to
but not the best friend.
Like best friend?
Yeah, I agree that she should have started dating because she thought he was never getting out. But the best friend, now
he was around too much. He was around too much, and it felt. I think that was just like a shoulder to cry on. He knew she was vulnerable. He threw the bait, and she took the bait. That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
So thank God my husband doesn't have real friends, so I won't have that issue. But being as like I am married, so this is a till death do us part, through sickness and health, all of that. I don't know where getting locked up and holding you down falls under the vow. So I don't know. Like personally, I can hold you down for a certain amount of time, but if you have life, we're gonna have to talk about that's totally different.
Yeah.
So what would you
maybe
say?
Like I wouldn't, and I'm definitely, not going to, still be there for you. Like I'm gonna be there for you. I'll answer the phone. I'll come to
we all have kids.
I'll do all of that. But
right.
Just to still be strictly in a relationship with you, like I just think that's one selfish for the guy to even think that you should do that. Just like with Monica and what's his name?
Murder. But she just started messing with him back.
No,
I thought they were together,
she was still
to jail.
They were together. He went to jail. He basically, oh man, what is that video? It's her music video. And
should have known that one.
Yeah, should have known better. Or no, was it should have known better? Or should have known whatever it is. That was basically their story. Like he got locked up. He told her, move on, do whatever you need to do. And she did that. She got married. We saw that she had kids. She got married twice. Wasn't she married to Rocco? I think she was married twice. She was married to Rocco and Shannon Brown. Cut it off with Shannon Brown. Next thing you know, she's free C murder and all of that. So it's just that I don't think that's fair because I don't know their relationships. I don't know her and Rocco's relationship. I don't know her and Shannon's relationship. But I do feel as though if they were on good terms and she stopped messing with them for C murder, that's not fair. And that's just not fair. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, she should never got married in the first place.
Was talking to him.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she was in contact with him.
That she never, lost contact with him.
Yeah, so I mean, that's basically you still having one relationship and you having another relationship, a marriage. That's just too much. I feel like cheating, period, is that's a part-time job. So I can't do that. I'm not built for that. I'm telling myself, listen, I got him over here. When you get out, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how good it's going to be when you get out. We don't know when you get out. So I don't think I'm built for holding people down.
It's definitely, depends on the situation.
And it really does. It depends on why you there. It depends on how long. All of it.
It's so stressful. So.
And the thing is, how do you feel like a man would feel if you're like, oh, well, I'm still communicating with him? Like if he say, all right, well, go ahead and date somebody else, and then you still are dating somebody else, then communicating with him, like he gonna feel some type of way. That's gonna cause a in your relationship.
Yeah.
It definitely is. And then like he still has the upper hand because whenever he calls, like you gotta drop everything and call because you might not talk to him for the rest of the day or maybe for the rest of the week. I don't know how that go, but like I say, he has the upper hand. So you could be laid up with whoever you are on the outside, whoever you're with on the outside, and he calls like that cuddling time is over. Now I gotta go over here and talk to him because I'm holding him down.
Right.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I want to be free. I'm not locked up. You are. So.
And the thing is, it's going to be different when he get out because when he in jail, he got all the time in the world. He ain't got nothing but time. But when he get home, that's going to be a whole different story.
Yeah.
And then I feel like too, that's like blind dating. Because you don't know who you're going to get when he come out. He might be mad at the world because he was locked up.
No, for real.
Right.
Like now I'm a punching bag, or now he's weird because he don't know how it's been. Like time, you know, everything changes within a year.
Right.
Times change. He don't know how to adapt. Now he around here, he look like he about to shank me and my child. Like I don't got time for that. So like I said, it depends.
So would you date somebody that was in jail?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, say hypothetically, you weren't married, you're in a dating scene, and you date somebody, and he's like, he's reformed, he has a good job, but he was in jail for 10-15 years. Would you date him?
I would.
You just said no. Now you're dating.
I know. I take it back.
You gotta test the waters. You just gotta see what he about. You know, see where his mind at.
Yeah.
And then go from there, because you know everybody don't. Some people come out of jail and you know, just prosper. Some people come out of jail and they are stuck. So you gotta just see what type of time he on.
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing with Prison Boo? You giving him some time, or you?
Prison bang.
No, it would depends on what it's for. Like everybody else said. Steph.
Come on, get in the car.
Be sitting up there sleeping with your pocketbook like this. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I could do it. That's a lot. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, so like I said, I take my answer back. It depends on how he is when he's home. Like if I can be comfortable, he can be comfortable, and we hit it off great. He's doing well, I'm doing well. We can do something.
So this is another good one that me and Ashley, we went back and forth on. Then I started giving her examples, and she like, oh, maybe I changed my mind. So how old or how young is how old is too old for y'all, and how young is too young for you if you weren't in a relationship?
If you're in a relationship,
if you weren't cheating, if you were speaking.
So I'm gonna answer
like right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer first because I had this conversation with Terry. So I told him if we were to ever get divorced, I'm going older because I'm going older.
Why?
Because they're established.
But what if a young person is more established than an older man?
No, but let me tell y'all, I feel as though with the whole men, I mean not the men, but the whole older situation, most of them, the guys that I will go for, I'm gonna just say this, the older men that I will go for will be established. The older men that I will go for won't want any more kids. Because I'm fine with just one. I'm fine with maybe two. I don't know what the Lord might bless me with. But in my now marriage, but after, or if we were, that's not going to happen. But if we were to get a divorce, I would definitely go older because
so how old?
The oldest, so I'm 30. Right now, if I was to get a divorce, the oldest will be 42 and a half.
And she said this the last time, so I was like, so I said, so you wouldn't date Candy husband Todd? And she was like, oh, he cute.
How old is he?
He's older than 45, but he look good. You don't know,
girl.
I mean, listen, sometimes older men
ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Throwing down. I don't care as long as you still can move and groove and do me, and I'll do you. Let's just do it. Like that's all. Just to put this out there, I will never date anybody younger than me. That's it. I'm done.
I'm trying to think. How old would I go?
And Keisha Cole, I guess her baby dad, he was what, like 20 when she was messing with
23.
Him? How old is she?
Older than us. 30, like late 30s.
Probably late 30s.
She might be in her late 30s.
I feel like if you mess with somebody that young, all right, we just gonna have fun. We just gonna have a good time. I ain't trying to have no baby by you because I know you ain't trying to settle down. And even an old man may not be trying to settle down, but for sure not a 23-year-old. So like we gonna have fun. That's gonna be what it's gonna be. But no.
I just think of it as this, like, yeah, I want an older man, but not too old where I could call him daddy, and he got kids that's my age or my age group. Because trust and believe, I won't be dating nobody that I know or my parents.
So
know.
Adrian, Heaux and her husband has children her age and grandchildren. You wouldn't do it
That's too close for comfort because
the girl, she on the real.
Who's dated somebody who has kids older than them, and I don't know. Like it just depends. I need to learn how to stop saying blankly no or yes. It depends on the relationship. It depends on how they feel about it, because sometimes it could be crazy.
Yeah, no,
I couldn't. Somebody who has the same age, kids.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, I don't want to be out checking my behind. I see your kid over there. Like, that's my stepdaughter.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
She said that her stepdaughter, a lot of times people think that their sister and her husband is their dad.
See, that would like, no. Like, they would like that shit dad.
I think that would be like, too old is old enough to be my dad. And my dad, 60s. I'm going to give you 52.
Well, not and a half. For me, older than my dad was my mom and dad were in their 40s. So that's not too bad. So you could be my daddy.
You can be my daddy.
Yes, you could be my daddy. I just don't want him to.
I don't know. I don't get not too old, and like for the young guys, like I know, like nowadays, like young guys are really, being more mature than I guess when I was growing up.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let me start over. I mean, I think so. I feel like younger guys seem more older now than when I was like 20. Like we weren't doing. I don't know, but then again, everything that glitter ain't gold. Maybe they just look like it.
So how young are you going?
It depends. Like if a young tenderoni got himself got himself together and acts mature, acts older than his age. Like I can't put an age on it. It just depends.
How young are you going, T?
Like I ain't doing no 18-year-old.
Yeah.
19-year-old.
19 and a half.
19 and a half, 3/4 maybe.
Really? That is, I was about to say that's young.
No, definitely like 21 and older.
Yeah. I was about to say I wouldn't go no younger than 21. No younger than 21.
Because my brother and his friends, it's just like I can't, like they're handsome men, but it's just like I don't see me being with somebody that age. They're goofy and I would like that, but more of like, okay, that's my friend. Not more of, we date and we going out together. I don't, and then that's another thing. I'm not really into the whole, let's go to the bar all the time. Let's go hang out in the hood bars. Let's go to the club. Like we could go to the club on a resort, or we could go to a club in another country or state, whatever it is, but not in Philly, definitely not in Delaware.
I think it depends. Sometimes when you with somebody, they bring certain things out of you, and you be like, "Dang, I'm comfortable going here, or I'll go there."
Yeah.
Like I know,
I've been. That's like me, like Chester bars. Like I remember when I went to my first time going to Sporties.
I don't even know where that's at.
That's down 3rd Street.
Down 3rd Street. Where else? And how you know? Where you was at? Sporties? Let me find out.
I know, and I'm just
like. But no, I guess that was like probably one of my first times being in like a hood bar or whatever, and I had fun. But
I
mean, of
course, because you probably knew the person.
But that's like right. So you definitely gotta be, I guess, comfortable with your partner. But like again, like if it was just a young guy that you're having fun with.
All right, how many baby mamas is too many?
0. You better have 0. You ain't having no baby mama.
So now being a mom, it's just gotta be one. I can't have a conference call with a bunch of baby moms.
I would never date a guy with kids.
You can't have none. You got no baby moms for me. I can't do it. Too much drama.
So even with you having a child?
Yes, even though I have kids, if I was ever to get out of a relationship, I'm not dating a man with kids.
So what if? Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
Just one. No, ma'am.
Just one baby mom, and I will.
Just one baby mom, and that's it.
Right now, at this age, if I was older, I probably wouldn't mind it because I probably wouldn't want no more kids anyway. But right now, at my age,
yeah, right now,
that's true. Y'all are younger.
No, I don't got time.
Well, when y'all hit 30, it hits different. I mean, just one, and that's it. And as we get older, it won't even make a difference because your kids should be old enough,
right?
Old enough to do what they got to do. If they can come and go as they please, you don't even have to deal with the baby mom, or the children's mother.
So, what about you, Courtney?
I'm gonna really just go with none as well. And I would just pray to the Lord that He sends me that, you know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to this episode. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so you can get updates from when we post new videos. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at MILFtalk_. I don't know why I keep doing this. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at MILFtalk. See you guys next time.